BlizzConLine happened.
Awful name.
Terrible name. We've talked about it so much. It's garbage. Happened a few days ago from at the time we were recording this. And in there, they showed off, Diablo 2, the remastered thing. They showed off Overwatch, but also, they were obviously this is a big gaming event, so it was streaming on Twitch, right? Both from Twitch's own gaming channel, so Twitch's gaming channel, their first Twitch's gaming channel, okay, and then there was a bunch of obviously co-streams and other creators streaming it, and reacting to it and things like that. So BlizzCon had the awesome idea to have a Metallica concert in the middle of the event, which is cool.
And they always have really good musical guests.
Yeah, and we like Metallica.
Love them.
So that was really cool. But because of the DMCA and Twitch's copyright rules, people were scared that they were going to get strikes when Metallica started playing. So, there was partners and co-streams that muted the sound when Metallica started playing. And Twitch's own gaming channel, again, that was streaming the event, that was one of the highest, the most concurrent viewers for it, had to mute Metallica playing, and instead they dubbed in this really just terrible garbage, fake Zelda music that is just so funny. You have to see it for yourself. So I've watched the video. Brett, have you actually seen this footage at all or no?
I've seen a 30, not even 30-second clip, a really short clip.
All right, so that's the one I wanted to show you. But
it sounds almost like what I heard. It sounded like Christmas music almost. It was weird.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, since Brett already saw it, I'm just gonna play a little bit of it right now, the transition for you all, to see how abysmal it is. So, take a look at this real quick. So, yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, and it's really funny, actually, because copyright law and Metallica go far back, too.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember back in the day, there was a program for sharing music called Napster.
Yes.
And Metallica sued Napster because their music was being illegally distributed through Napster. They've always had such sticks up their ass, specifically Lars Ulrich, the drummer, about copyright and music and getting, music legally.
Right.
So it's really funny that this is happening during their performance of all bands that it could happen to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one that takes copyright so seriously.
Yeah.
And it's like you couldn't work this out. It's because here's the thing, right? If this was a live event like they usually have for BlizzCon and there was fans in attendance, right? At least they got to enjoy the performance.
Mm-hmm.
This was a completely, to my understanding, completely virtual performance. And it got dubbed over on the most popular version of the stream.
Right.
What was the point? What was the point?
Right. So something's got to give. We talked about it ad nauseum on this channel. This doesn't work. This isn't helping anybody. First of all, it's not protecting the people that it's intended to, which are the music creators. And then it's just hindering actual content creators, including Twitch themselves, based off of their own fucking rules on their platform. Nobody is trying to sell Metallica's music in this and make money off of it. Nobody. Again, that's not what the fuck is happening.
They got paid. They got paid to do it.
This is just so fucking stupid. And something's got to give.
If I was Blizzard, I would be livid with this situation because they paid money for a performance that no one got to hear.
Literally.
I don't know if they were streaming it on their website, and maybe if you were watching on their website, it was not through Twitch or something. I don't know.
Maybe, but again, Twitch gaming, you took your largest audience, right? Where most people probably were, and were just like, yeah, no. Not to mention all of the co-streamers for the event that just either got fucked from copyright or they had to stop their stream or stop playing it in the middle of that concert.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. The system is totally broken. It fundamentally needs to change, and it's abysmal.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, obviously, we've been talking about this forever.
Yeah. But also, at BlizzCon, Brett, we got some Overwatch 2 news.
Yeah, and it was rumored, and I think someone even said you're not going to see Overwatch 2 at BlizzConLine,
Yeah,
and it was there.
it
So
was there in all of its glory. What are your quick thoughts on it?
I think it looks good. I think that they're really taking, they're paying attention to the little details, and they're trying to make it not seem like it is just an Overwatch 1.5
Right.
or a DLC. And they're really, they're creating all these new skins, and they're, changing fundamental things. Like, one of the things that I thought was really cool was they're changing every tank, and every tank has like completely rehauled abilities where, you know, their knockback isn't as much as other characters because they're tanks,
Mhm.
right? Certain characters like Reinhardt now, they have different abilities. So Reinhardt now has two of his uh, R1 ability. I forget what it's called. The fire strike
Mhm.
thing where he shoots the fire with his hammer. He has two of those now. You can control his push, and you could stop it and cancel it at any time you want. So it doesn't feel like you're just like this wild boar.
Mhm.
You actually have more control over your character. I just think the designs are really cool too for all the characters. They all look really good.
Mhm.
I know some people were upset about things like McCree. They think he got like whitewashed, but I'm pretty sure he's a white guy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He's just less tan than he was before. Uh, but yeah, they're making a lot of changes, and I know you told me specifically that you are worried that it is not going to seem like it's a single player game,
Right.
like the single player,
The multiplayer side of it, I'm worried that it's just gonna feel like an update.
the same. Yeah,
Which I like a lot of their stuff that they're doing, but I guess where I'm at is like the game's been in development so long, it seems like they're just copy and pasting with like new maps and some updates. Whereas like these are things that could have easily been done, I feel like, in the previous version. Where it
yeah,
that falters, right, is with the multiplayer stuff. Or the single player stuff rather, or the PvE rather, and the story. And some of the hero like storylines and like how you can go in and do all of these different missions for your heroes to level up the hero and stuff like that. And that's all cool. And we had small elements of that in Overwatch 1 with updates. I just, they had this like 40-minute presentation, and like they kept saying like we wanted to make it not seem like a Overwatch like 1.5 or whatever. Like we didn't want it to seem like an update for the first game. And like to me,
yep,
I don't um feel confident that that's the case,
okay,
from what I've seen. And again, I'm not knocking any of the changes. Like I like the class passive stuff that they're adding. Like I like the reworks what that they're doing. The visual upgrades are nice. Like the maps and the
yeah.
design are cool. The different game modes, like I get all that. But to me, I'm like, we've waited a very long time for this, and this game has also been in development for a long time. So like, why am I purchasing another game if it just feels like a really big update?
I get that. I do. One thing that I'm curious about, and I need to jump into the news of Overwatch 2 a little bit more to better understand what exactly is coming. I kind of just skimmed through their reveal video. Uh, but like the skill tree stuff, what is the deal with that? So is that like you can change your abilities in multiplayer too, or just the single player PvE stuff? Do you know?
I don't know if it's for multiplayer too. To me, that seemed like it was just for like single player PvE stuff, so that you
Yeah.
could almost like RPG, excuse me, type skill
Yeah.
trees. So it changes some of your abilities, or like, like for Mercy, or yeah, Mercy for example, like her heal, like one of the things becomes like a gun, so you can like become offensive versus,
Yep.
um, so stuff like that.
Yeah, I wish that those kind of things were in the multiplayer because then it would feel different because everybody's characters would play differently.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I think there's so many changes that you can make on that skill tree that it would fundamentally change the game too much, and balancing would be a nightmare.
Right.
And also, I think that if I'm remembering correctly, Overwatch 1 players are still going to be able to play with Overwatch 2 players. Like I'm pretty sure it's like the same core experience.
Hmm.
Um, I could be wrong, but I remember they were saying like if you play Overwatch 1, like you're still playing the same multiplayer game that you're playing with Overwatch 2, but the graphics are going to be better. All the skins are going to transfer if I remember correctly, and the season or the there you go, season 2. The Overwatch 2 character models will just be skins. I don't know. I don't remember if that's exactly how it's going to be or not, but if that's the case, obviously you can't change too much with the system because it's just Overwatch 1, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to do more research, just to see what exactly is different. But I'm with you. I'm scared. I'm nervous. But at the same time, is it completely a bad thing that we're getting more Overwatch if it's the same? No, not
no.
really.
I'm just like, do I really want to spend $60 on it?
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And then there's the Diablo 2 remake stuff, which I've only played Diablo 3, but I know Diablo 2 was like a huge fan favorite, and the fact that it's going to be on the Switch is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to maybe try it.
Yeah, I'll play that for sure.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Josh and Bret really need you too. I love them. So do it. It would be a shame if you miss more of their videos. Hit the notification bell too, so you know when there is a new upload.